Listen to me. It comes from Satan. Here's what I'm saying. Satan can actually send you thoughts. Now remember, conversation with Jesus Christ and His disciples. Who do men say that I am? Peter said, Thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. Then Jesus told His men that He was going to be crucified. Then Peter jumped up and said, Not so, Lord, far be it from Thee. We'll fight for you until the death. And you know what Jesus did? He looked right at Peter and He said, Get thee behind me, Satan, for thou savorest not the things of God, but the things of men. Now, here's my question. Who was Jesus talking to? Peter or Satan? Satan. The answer is yes. He was really talking to both of them. Satan sent the thought. Peter verbalized it. So he was trying to track the message back. Whoever you're allowing to be your authority is going to control your imagination. As a man thinketh in his heart. Remember in the Old Testament when David numbered the people and it caused great problems? His commander said, David, no, look, we're not trusting in the arm of the flesh. Our soldiers, we're trusting in the living God. But David went ahead and numbered the people. Now, here's what I'm saying. In another part of the Old Testament, you'll find, here's what the Scripture says, that Satan moved David to number the people. How did he do that? Sending thoughts. Kept sending thoughts. Pretty soon David imagined in his heart that he ought to number the people to be on the safe side. The 12 spies, I wonder who it was that was moving on the heart of 10 of those people to come back and bring a bad report. I hope you see that. Ananias and Sapphira sold a plot of ground, came to church. Now they didn't have to give any of it. They could have given a little bit or none at all, but they gave an amount and lied about that it was all. And here's what Peter said. Why has Satan filled thine heart to lie to the Holy Ghost? How do you do that? Sending thoughts. Sending thoughts. Now, all I'm saying to you, last verse and we'll walk out here, 2 Corinthians. I want you to turn there. See this with me, please. 2 Corinthians chapter 10. 2 Corinthians chapter 10. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is it. I'll do that again. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is it. Good. Here's what it says in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Casting down, there's that word again, look at it. Imaginations. And every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Now here's what I want to say to you. You and I will never win the Christian battle in warfare. We'll never be a victorious Christian until you come to this one point. You've got to bring every thought into captivity. Every thought that comes into your imagination and you start mulling it around in your feelings and in your heart. Listen to me now. That's where it starts. If you don't stop those thoughts, bring every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ. In other words, that's why I think we lose so many new Christians, preacher. They don't have enough of this word as a filtering system. That's right. So somebody says something or they get a thought coming in and they don't have enough to screen out those thoughts. That's right. That's why you got to stay in the book. You come to church so you get more of this stuff inside you.
Amen.
It's a screener. It's a wonderful screener. Now here's what I'm saying to you. When that thought comes in, you want to treat it like a person. We were at a garage sale. And had books. I'm always looking at books. I picked up this book, and it was a secular psychiatrist wrote a book. And on the cover of the page, he was claiming to have 85% results in his counseling. And I told my wife, I said, look at this. This can't be. A secular psychiatrist cannot have 85% success rate in his practice. And I was stewing and feeling around there in the driveway of this garage sale. My wife said, honey, look, it's a quarter. Buy it. Okay, so I flipped out my quarter and I bought it. Now, 2 chapters into this thing, I told my wife, I said, he's right. He's probably getting 85% results. Secular. Now here, you know what? He stumbled on the two things that you don't usually get in psychiatry. One, he said, I tell my patients, stop blaming everybody else.
Oh, that's weird.
Accept responsibility for your own choices. That is very weird. See? That goes against what they do. He said the second thing is, my patients come to me all the time and say, you know, it's like I've got a demon on me. It's like somebody's sending me thoughts and I hear voices. He said, then you talk back to the voices and the thoughts. Treat them like people. I'm telling you, you do both of those, even for a lost man, you can get some temporary relief. Do you hear what I'm saying? Because those voices and the thoughts are coming from the dark world.